this week, our comparison is going to be incline dumbbell curls versus dumbbell spider curls. So it's gonna be great because I don't even have to leave this bench. I can do everything right here. There are an infinite amount of ways to do bicep curls. Whether you're using cables or dumbbells or easy bar or barbell, it doesn't really matter. You can probably do just about anything with them. I've probably seen an equally infinite and crazy, creative, kind of goofy amount of variations with different curls. But probably the best dumbbell bicep curl variation is the incline dumbbell bicep curl. And the reason for that is because it's actually going to place your biceps naturally in a lengthened position, which they typically are not under, especially if you're doing a lot of standing work. But the incline stretches them out naturally, and you can get much more of a full range of motion, the biceps' natural full range of motion that they're not necessarily accustomed to in this position. So incline dumbbell curls, and I'm actually gonna perform them supinated, so I'm gonna maintain a supination to my wrists, and that's gonna create even more direct and sustained bicep tension than if I were to perform rotations throughout the concentric. So here, you'll note that my shoulders are back, my chest is up, and my arms are dangling down here, creating that natural angle, that natural shoulder extension to lengthen my the movement. It's very strict, and my upper arm actually stays perpendicular to the floor. And this is training my biceps through their more lengthened and mid-range portions of their muscle fiber length, which is kind of unique, especially whenever we're talking about free weight movements. If you're performing cables and stuff like that, you might be able to replicate that, but with free weights, it's kind of difficult to get that lengthening of the bicep, which is what this provides. Contrasting to that is going to be the spider curl. So if you're not familiar with a spider curl, it's going to closely resemble a preacher curl. So instead of me being supine on the bench here, I'm actually gonna be prone. So I'm gonna have to decrease my angle. One thing I also wanted to note really quick was whenever I was just performing those incline dumbbell curls, that bench was about 60 degrees. So I'll keep it 60, 70 degrees. You don't want the incline to be too low because then you're at too much of a stretch in your bicep, too much shoulder extension, and it's gonna be actually kind of deleterious there. But spider curls, you're gonna be prone, so you're gonna be chest down, and you're going to have your arms in front of you like this, curling to emphasize the shortened position of your bicep. So just to reiterate, incline dumbbell curls lengthened, spider curls shortened. So essentially what this means is we are targeting and biasing different muscle lengths of the bicep. This is important because if we're just performing a standing dumbbell curl, we're working through the mid-range. We're not getting that lengthened, we're not getting that fully contracted and shortened. So there are two ends of that spectrum where we're not really targeting very well. Incline and spider, they bridge that gap. They kind of fulfill that entire spectrum, which is what we're looking for from any movement, especially one like a curl where we have a lot of area for stimulation. So spider curl is gonna look like this. You're gonna go prone, chest down. You want to actually push the dumbbells together here in front of you. Again, your upper arms are gonna stay perpendicular to the floor, and you're gonna curl towards your forehead. So if you perform these right, you should feel like a pretty cramp-like contraction in your biceps, and you're gonna be able to get noticeably less reps than a lot of other bicep curl variations. And that's because our muscles are inherently weaker in their extreme shortened position, like in the spider curl. So just to walk through this again, incline dumbbell curls, great for full range, more lengthened mid position of fiber lengths. Spiders are gonna be full contraction, full shortened of the biceps. I really like both. I would say that you wanna spend the majority of your time with incline dumbbell curls versus spiders, but again, fulfilling that full spectrum is gonna be important just to get that overall stimulus and hypertrophy that we're looking for from all muscle ranges. But these are kind of an encapsulation of what you can do with your biceps. You can do lots of different muscle ranges. You can train and target, specify different areas that you're targeting. For this particular sequence these two movements. Spend the majority of your time with incline dumbbell curls if you can. Add in things like spider curls a little bit more sparingly. Both are awesome, just know exactly why and when you would need to use them.